Hello, welcome. I'm going to make this video a little bit as a meditative video. You might find it a little bit slow at times because I wanted you to sense that silence and the insights which comes from abundance. Feeling that I am an abundant being is what you are invited to. Not by me, but by life. Life invites you to know yourself as an abundant being so that you can have not only your heart desire, but way beyond what you can ever imagine. To have a life of abundance, a life where you know yourself as one with life, intimately close to that life energy we all made out of. So let's get right into it. Abundance is the essence everything in this life is made out of. Your thoughts, your emotions, your experiences. It is the life flow which creates all forms. In its purest state, abundance is limitless. Limitlessness. Not a form, but formlessness, limitlessness. At the same time, it's oneness. You are made out of this oneness, this wholesomeness of life. And you are invited to always come closer and closer in understanding this oneness you are made out of. You are invited to live a life where you know yourself as an abundant being. You are not only invited, but you are being pulled by life every single day, every single moment, closer and closer. Life pulls your attention, pulls your heart desire, so that you will go right back into happiness, right back into contentment and peace, because that is what abundance is. Abundance can take many forms, including your life journey, including your persona, including your personality. And while your situation might not look like that you are affluent, wealthy, prosperous, underneath it, you are abundance. Just like when you see an iceberg, and I hope you had the ability to see one. If not, Google a picture and you could see it, how icebergs tend to poke out of the surface of the ocean. However, whatever is on the top is not as large as what's underneath. So in this analogy, what I'm pointing you to is that your persona is the part which is above the water, and your essence is the water. So the ocean is larger than what's poking out, and your essence is taken a solidified form which you can't really see because it's underneath the surface, and then it is shown as you, as a persona who is walking and talking and interacting in this world. Now, why is this important? Because if you think that you are all this little part which is elevated out of the water, then you miss that limitless essence you are made out of. You miss out on the qualities and the help and support, and that oneness it offers you. Life which makes us, that life energy, that abundant energy which makes us, is not only ours. It's not only that we are made out of it and that's who we are, but the more you know about it, the more it will express through your life experiences. Because this knowledge will be part of your repertoire which you can create from. And therefore your creativity will not be sourced from lack, meaning that I'm alone and I don't know what to do and I have my limitations and it's a struggle to make it, to connect, to get, to achieve. No, this will not exist for you. What will exist instead is this understanding that life is with me and life connects us all, and life will move each and every one of us and make the right connection, make the right synchronicities, make the right events happen for you and me and everyone else. Of course, there is the part where we have to be creative with what we have, and life is not going to live this experience for you. You meant to live this experience, and life is there with you through it. Life is not a persona. You are a persona who life made, and life is there with you in it. The expression that those who have more will be given. Have you ever heard that? It's generally speaking referred to abundance. Those who have, to them more will be given. But those who don't have, it will be taken away from them. This might sound a little bit odd, because if we're saying it this way, if you know that you are abundance, and then because you know it, more and more of this insight will be given to you, but if you don't know that you are abundance, if you think you are lack, then more and more lack will be given to you, so that abundance which actually was in your life will be veiled by this lack. Then it feels a little bit, when we say this, it feels a little bit unfair. It's almost sounds like, well, I hardly have anything, and then even that will be taken away from me. How unfair is that? Why is the person who already have should be given more? But there is a very specific purpose for this. Because if you are knowing that you are abundance and that your life is the same as the life flow which moves all of us, with that knowledge comes a large amount of responsibility. And the responsibility goes like this. You know now that you are made out of abundance, and that understanding populates your being. And now you are inspired to go into the world and make choices those people who don't have the understanding or don't have the strength, they can't make. So now you have to make those choices. And you will meet people who might resist you. Or you meet resistance and challenges within yourself. But now you are empowered by this understanding that you are abundance, and those obstacles will dissolve very, very quickly. So the responsibility is you keep this liveliness alive in you, moving in your actions, in every situation, and you keep building this up. But the person who doesn't have your understanding, the person who thinks that they are still this lacking little me, and here or there I get some blessings, and when I have a lucky day, and that's all my life is, if this person is thinking that, then that person, when they get abundance, they don't have the strength to nurture it and to act out of it. They might have it limitedly, but if that limited status subsides very quickly and lack hits its head up again, then the person who is balancing this lopsided lack with this little abundance is quickly get taken over with the lack, and the abundance doesn't gain enough root so that it can flourish. And that is why the saying says that those who don't have or have very little will be taken away from them. Not life who is taking it away from them, it's the lack they feed. The lack they feed into, that's what's overshadowing it. It's almost like when you plant a plant or throw a seed and it's thrown into a ground where weeds are also coming up, and you have not pulled out those weeds, and the seed can't flourish because the weeds are sucking the nutrition out of the ground and growing faster than the actual seed you have planted. So the seed will wither away. Now that's exactly the same when it comes to abundance. If your soil, so to speak, if your understanding is ready, it's clear, it's clean, it's in a way, it's burning for the truth of who you are, and you are full on ready, determined that you want to know the truth and you want to live out of the truth. So that in itself is a very beautiful, nutritious ground for growth. So if you are ready for that, then the abundance and the information you're receiving regarding abundance and regarding yourself being in abundance, then ready to flourish in this determined, committed ambience you already possess. And when you're nurturing that understanding in you, you're paying attention to it, and it's important to you, you're attending to it, you're giving it more light and more understanding, and more light and more understanding. The more you nurture that, and the more you practice in this world how to apply what you already have, the more and more insights, understanding, and strength and power comes to you. And it makes sense, isn't it? Because if you attend to a beautiful garden day in and day out, then the garden will remain beautiful, it will flourish. The seeds you have planted, the flowers which coming to bloom, will make your garden an amazingly beautiful place. It's the same in your life. When you are attending to your responsibilities as an abundant being, you are attending to the creativity you have to do, and we all have to do it. None of us gets out of it. We all have to be creative with what we get. There's no excuses. No one can say, oh, but I'm not a creative person. No. We all get choices, and everyone has to do the best with those choices. And if you have the advantage where you recognize that you essentially are a limitless being who is peaceful, truthful, kind, beautiful, one with life. If you already know all these things and you keep discovering more of these qualities, then these will be the fertilization, if you will, for your life. These will be the driving forces for your life to flow towards to those situations which are helping you to express this abundant being you already are. And from here, you will be able to create and you will be able to experience other people like yourself creating together with you. Yes, you will encounter people in your life who are doing just as good as you, and they will add to your abundant life by bringing their abundance, and together you will be extremely powerful, but more importantly, enjoyable. You will enjoy life and you will thoroughly be free regardless of your circumstances. To sum up, let me highlight the importance that you are not alone. Life is with you, and life will help you with many other things, even just today, because life wants you to know that you are an abundant being. Life wants you to know it. Life is not hidden from any one of us. When you are aware that I am is an aware presence, and this I am aware that I am. When you know yourself that you are the I am who is aware, then this awareness can be investigated. And you can see that this awareness is readily available to every single person. It's just those people who make the choice to know awareness itself, which is life, the life flow, then those people will benefit from it. So those who have the determination to know, those people will gain more insights and more power and more help and more support, because this is needed in this world. You are needed in this world. Conscious living, and that's what we're talking about here on this channel. Conscious living is important in this world, because through you, life brings unique and wonderful experiences and a unique and wonderful modeling to this world. So you are not alone, and you are precious. Value that you are those people who got this far, that you are listening to a video like this, where you can find out that you are more than just a body. You can find out that there is another way, and that way is a conscious, beautiful, wise, commonsensical, logical, and extremely blessed way. I hope this video was helpful to you and encouraged you enough to look more deeply within, look more deeply into what is this life flow and the life energy, and what is awareness and your sense of self. Investigate it and benefit from it. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.